Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
All right, Mark, I've taken up enough of your segment. Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. Let's get right into it. Pierrefonds' annual Ringette tournament is upon us.
There you go. Let's talk some happy amateur sports. Yeah, Pierrefonds Dollard-Ildesard Ringette Association. This is one of the prestigious long-running tournaments that kick off the second half of the Ringette tournament. I mean, over the years, they've had teams in from all across the country. Even teams in from Finland have participated over the years. And this year, the Maritimes are well represented with the Quebec and the Ontario teams. You've got teams in from New Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia, all testing the waters. And it ranges from novice right up to intermediate, and it's got the double letter category, so some really great skating games. But for fans tonight, to go to the Pierrefonds Sportsplex for a 6 p.m. game from the National Ringette League, that's part of the tournament, you know, to add to the excitement. They've got Reveswood coming in, the big rivals, to take on the host Lac St. Louis squad. And then tomorrow, it's a full slate of finals, everybody trying for the championship banner before they head off to their different regions and play the second half of the campaign.
All right, elsewhere, midget AAA hockey back in action. A couple of teams trying to get over the hump.
Yep, it's a tradition for Quebec Midget AAA League. They take time off over the holidays, whether teams go into tournaments or it's just good for some family time, but they take that break, and it kicks up today. The second half of the season only goes to about mid-February, so they got like about a dozen games left to get things accomplished. So both the Laval, Montreal, Rousseau Royal, and the Lions from Lac St. Louis are playing today. They're playing a home game, which is going to be a rare thing. These two teams are going to have to be road warriors over the next dozen games because they've only got 4 home games left of the 12 they're going to play. So that kind of makes it tough. But the Lions are going to open today at 3 p.m., and they got a chance to cut into the first place team's lead in the CCM division as they take on Magog. Now, Magog is 7 points up on the lines right now, so if they can win, that's a good thing. And then at 4 p.m. at the Fleury, that's going to be at the Dollard Civic Center, by the way, the longtime home of the Lions. Mm-hmm. And then at the Fleury Arena, the Lac St. Louis Lions are going to take on Collège Esther Blandin with a 4 p.m. puck drop. But they got a big task ahead of them. They got a 12-point deficit to try to cut into on the CCM division leading St. Eustache Vikings. So it's got to take some pretty good hockey for them to get first place. I mean, definitely playoff bound, but it'd be nice to take that top slot before they head in.
Now, Canada's national women's development team is playing for a medal as we speak, but there's a Quebec angle that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, actually, they're in a little tough right now in the third period. They're down 1-0 to Finland at the BLZ Arena in Fussen, Germany, in the gold medal game. It was a power play goal in the second period that Finland got to take a little bit of an edge. But both teams went 3-0, and in their final game in the round robin, Canada beat Germany 5-0. You had a pair of goals from Ormstown Sarah Lafleur, who plays for the Canadiens there. And also Jade Downey Landry from St. Jean-sur-Richelieu, who's Miguel Martlet, had a goal in that win. Now, you've also got the Quebec contingent, including Brooke Stacy from Kanawaki. She plays out of the University of Maine. And you have Elizabeth Giguère from Quebec City, who plays for Les Limelous in the CEGEP League. But the head coach of this team, there's our other Quebec connection, is Noémie Marin, who is from the John Abbott Islanders, the head coach of the Islanders, Lady Islanders. So it's a nice Quebec contingent on this development team. But they're in a little tough right now. They're in the third period. They've got some time, but they got to go get that goal and pull even.
Well, they've got time. We don't. Sports at thesuburban.com. If you have any tips and you want to get in touch with Mark Lidbetter, Mark, thank you so much, as always, for your time. We'll talk to you next week.
Take care. Have a great week, guys.
All right, there you go. That's Mark Lidbetter from the Suburban. It is Weekend Game Plan with Matthew Ross. We're here until 9 o'clock. 8:05, we'll have our Habs Breakfast segment with Sean Gordon from the Globe and Mail and Amanda Stein from TSN 690. Boy, I'm still steaming about some of these texts that just won't give Michel Therrien any credit whatsoever. It doesn't make sense to me. Look at this roster. When any other coach ever have gotten more out of this roster right now than Michel Therrien.
No, he's a Jack Adams candidate for me. I mean, look, the biggest knock on the Habs is they're all Carey Price. Carey Price is they live and die by Carey Price.
Carey Price doesn't have the best numbers in the NHL right now.
He's not struggling, but he's not playing his best hockey, and they're still winning without their top line center, without their top defensive, with the fourth line.
No, you can't be too positive. Apparently you work for the Canadians, Dave Trent Dewey.
I wish.
Apparently we're shills for the Habs when we talk about anything positive to do with the Canadians, according to some of these texts.